So I know what you all might be thinking right now. How can I be sure that the New England Patriots will square off with the New Orleans Saints in Super Bowl 53? Well, here's why. First, I'm going to talk about the defending AFC champions. The Patriots are primed for another Super Bowl appearance. First, they have the experience. They played in 8 Super Bowls, they're 5-3 in them. Brady and the Patriots are 27-10 in the playoffs. And I know that some of their clutch players have left, but still, they have Brady, Edelman, Gronkowski, the list goes on. The point is, they still have plenty of clutch performers. Second, the AFC is incredibly weak. If you think about it, the Patriots, Chiefs, and Steelers are the only contenders. All the other teams are terrible except for the Bengals. Also, Chargers keep on winning. They could easily get into playoffs if Philip Rivers doesn't find a way to choke like he does every year. At the end of the year, the Patriots will play the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, but this time it will be at Arrowhead. They will narrowly escape once again as Andy Reid will blow a 35-21 lead with 6 minutes left. And, as of Week 9, there are 9 teams that are 500 or lower. That's over half the teams in the AFC. That's kinda awful. Thirdly, they have a fairly easy schedule. Aside from the Steelers and Vikings, they have 5 divisional games. 3 of those are at Gillette Stadium. The other teams that are in the AFC East are pathetic at Gillette. In the Brady-Belichick era, they have an .818 winning percentage, including an absolute murder of the Jets on Christmas Eve 2016, in which they won 41-3. They have proved their dominance against this division. As for the Vikings and Steelers games, they could easily lose this. After Week 17, Patriots will be 11-5 and have won the AFC East for the 9th straight time. Not only have they flexed their dominance against their division, but the entire AFC. In the past 18 seasons, Patriots have appeared in 12 AFC Championship games and won 8 of them. If the Patriots continue that stranglehold on the AFC, they will easily go to the Super Bowl. So, after all that rambling, here we are. The Saints will make the Super Bowl, and here's why. First, Drew Brees. So I know you all think this was coming. Number 1, consistency. No quarterback but Drew Brees has had 12 straight seasons with 4,000-plus passing yards and over 20 touchdowns. Number 2, he's doing it this season. 18 touchdowns, only 1 reception, and a 120.6 rating as of Week 9. Not to mention his insane 76% completion percentage. His worst game was against the Vikings, who have a great defense. In that game, he threw for 120 yards and 1 touchdown with a pick. But he still had a 78% completion percentage. Oh yeah, his completion percentage in his career is 67.2%. Every season since 2004, it's been over 63. That's basically saying every 3 pass attempts, he completes 2 of them since 2004. Every single year. Just think about that for a second. Okay, so, second, they have proved they can score points. No wonder they're 7-1. They've beaten the Rams and the Vikings. Both have solid defenses. They scored 30 and 45 points against them. And they have scored over 21 points each week. Something that 30 other teams haven't. The other 2, the Chiefs and the Rams, including 6 games in which they've scored over 30. In the 2018 season, through 8 games, the Saints have scored 278 points. That is 34.8 points per game. Not to mention they've dropped 40 points or more in 3 separate games. There was a 3-game stretch from Week 3 through 5 in which they scored 119 points. Clearly, their offense is insane, but I don't think you understand just how insane it really is. They have so many weapons. Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, Michael Thomas, scratch Des Bryant, just got injured, and Brandon Marshall. They have a strong run game with Kamara and Ingram. They can catch out of the backfield. Plus, they have a good receiving core, led by Thomas and Marshall. Kamara and Ingram combined for 671 yards and 11 touchdowns, plus 489 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. That is 1,160 yards and 14 total touchdowns. Kamara is second in the league for total touchdowns among running backs. On the other hand, the receiving core is insane, especially now with, Des Bryant. I wrote this script like 10 years ago. Actually, Brandon Marshall. Could that offense be any better? Yeah, probably, but for now, it's still pretty good. Michael Thomas has accounted for 880 yards and 5 touchdowns this year. Obviously, Bryant hasn't played due to being released before Week 1, So, in Super Bowl 53, it will be a spectacular showdown between Drew Brees and Tom Brady. On the final drive, down 4 with 1 minute and 21 seconds left, the Patriots go for broke on 4th and 12 from their own 22 and get it. Brady goes deep a minute later to Josh Gordon for a 46-yard touchdown. And Gostkowski misses the extra point. Drew Brees leads the Saints to the Patriot 38-yard line. With 4 seconds left, Will Lutz lines up for the game-winning 56-yard field goal. The snap is good, hold down, and the kick is up, and it is no good. It hits off the crossbar. The New England Patriots win Super Bowl 53 by a score of 36-34. Drew Brees and Tom Brady combined for an insane 857 yards and 7 touchdowns. So yeah, basically, Patriots and the Saints will play in the Super Bowl, and I think the Patriots will beat the Saints.